sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN AM 790 and 92.9 HD-FM here in Memphis, Tennessee, and all you good folks in Jackson, Tennessee on News Talk 101.5 FM, and, of course, in Brownsville on 1520 AM and 95.3 FM. This is one of those shows that we always look forward to. Last year was kind of as we all know, a lot of things didn't make it. And when we get to do the ICAST show, it's always one of our most listened to and most anticipated programs. And so we're going to talk straight from Orlando, Florida, on today's show at ICAST, which stands for, aren't we ready for this? Okay, I've got it. Okay, the International Convention of Allied Sport Fishing Trades. All right. Now, if you can remember that in the final second, we might give you a prize of some sort at the end. But it's also brought on by the American Sport Fishing Association, Orlando, the biggest, world's largest sport fishing trade show. And we've got three of our own down there at Orlando. And, of course, it's always, I know Ron Wong, he marks this on his calendar, and he was in depression last year. So he got two pairs of tennis shoes to wear probably down there. But we got Ron Wong and we have Samantha Gay, both down there representing Outdoors with Larry Ray. Good morning, Ron. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we can tell the difference in those voices. And, of course, we got a man down
the sweetest voice there is.
Well, you can, all right. Well, we've also got, this is the regular beat time. This is for Saturday, technically on Outdoors with Larry Ray. That means Bill Cooksey. He's with Vanishing Paradise, and he is in Orlando, too. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Larry. Here I are. I actually snuck back in the building today with people breaking down booths to see a few people before I leave for the airport.
Well, we want to get all of you on. We got some great guests set up. Ron and Samantha have been on. We've already posted a lot of pictures on lroutdoors.com, some great photographs. A lot of stuff's going to be coming out of Orlando. And we will come right out and say on Tuesday, both Ron and Samantha were in the ICAST. What do they call it? The ICAST Cup, Ron? What is that?
The ICAST Cup.
And that means
and it's the kickoff.
It's the kickoff. And who finished ahead of you, Ron?
I got to tell you, Samantha and her team.
Yes.
With Ronnie Green came in 8th place. They had 17 pounds something.
Yes.
We had 11 pounds, 7 ounces and came in 14th.
Which is good,
and they did a great job.
They did. Samantha, how about that? I mean,
that was a great time. And if y'all have never heard of Christian Grayco, keep your eyes out for him, keep your ears open for him, because he's doing wonderful things in the fishing world. And he's young, coming up angler. He's amazing.
Well, we're going to keep back up with him. You with Ronnie Green, of course. And then how about the women? The Lucky Go Fishing. How about that, Samantha? See there?
That was awesome. That was amazing to see them bring in 25 and a half pounds.
25 pounds, 10 ounces, big bass 6'9". So I'm just, I'm thrilled. And we got that posted on lroutdoors.com. But so Ron,
Terry and her partner did amazing. Terry's been catching a lot of fish lately all around saltwater, freshwater. She's awesome fisherman.
And that's Terry Huffmaster and Tanya Michelle right in there with Jackson Williams. I don't know Jackson. You know him? You guys know Jackson Williams? But
I don't.
He had a good team. So, well, who do we got, Ron, coming up on today's show?
We've got Jared McMillan.
He was on your team.
MLF Pro.
Yes.
And he's sponsored by Losing Strike King. Then we're going to be talking with our friend Glenn Young with the Z-Man Products, who Samantha knows very well. And we'll also then have Josh Reed, one of the founders of Hook Fishing.
That's it.
On to talk about the new products. And that's what we're going to talk about.
That's the
this
main
whole
thing.
show. And it's so exciting to see all of the new products that are coming out. Bill, you've seen a lot of new products and stuff coming out. Samantha, we've all been around the show. I don't know that any of one of us, except maybe Samantha, because she walks fast and she covers a lot of ground.
Yes.
But so much to see. And Samantha, your thoughts on what you've seen at ICAST?
I'm just amazed every year that they can come up with new products like they do, because, it's like almost how do you reinvent the wheel almost.
That's right, yeah.
I was happy to see some of the new Strike King baits coming out. I'm a Rage Tail. I'm a Rage Tail fan, so I got to speak with Mr. Steve, and he showed us the new sizes of the Rage Tail baits that that they're releasing this year, and the new flat-sided crankbait that Strike King's coming out with. I'm excited to try some of those new baits, things like that.
We're going to talk with Jared McMillan about that. Ron had a chance to fish with J-Mac, as he's known, out there, and talk about some of the new Strike King products. I know they got a whole bunch of them released, and I know we've talked about that 6XD Hard Knock that's Ron had kind of tipped us off a little bit a couple of weeks ago, how big it is. And it seems like yesterday that Kevin Van Dam, and I went back and checked this, in June of 2010, Strike King Pro Kevin Van Dam was fishing with the Strike King 6XD and had 92 pounds and 5 ounces, and that's
wow.
And that's 11 years ago. So so we're going to talk to them, and I'm really looking forward to talking to Glenn Young. The man knows Z-Man, and he knows fishing and things along that line. And, of course, Josh Reed, we've had Jason Hart on, too, with us on Outdoors with Larry Ray. And those guys they've really done something. And Nomad, and also now with the Hook. And so Ron has set these up. And then Bill came through with a guy we've had on the show before. I think Bill is Travis Thompson's. He's the only waterfowl guide in Florida. He's one.
Well, okay. Travis is the only full-time waterfowl guide in the state of Florida. And he's also a saltwater fishing guide, and he's actually more well-known around the country because he owns the Cast and Blast Florida podcast.
Yes, yeah,
and it's a huge podcast, and he's really active among sportsmen in Florida. He's at just about every public meeting on anything to do with hunting and fishing down here, and he's just one of those guys that's fully engaged. But that's who's going to talk product when he's on later for me.
Yes.
Because as you know, I spend this show more looking at people and talking to people, and rather than the products. It's just kind of a different goal when I come down here from what most people are doing.
Yes, yes.
But I did notice that Travis he had pulled aside 3 or 4 things that he was just like, okay, this is cool.
Ooh, okay. Yeah. 3 or 4 things only? Ron's got a list probably going out to the Kroger store.
Some of Ron's never gotten jaded somehow, and that's one of the things I absolutely love about him, where some of us, oh, yeah, whatever. And that's a horrible way to be, because as Samantha said, the ability for all these people to come out with new products really is incredible. It's not nearly as easy as a lot of people probably, in the outside world think it is. Having been kind of in that world on the hunting side, it ain't easy. You know it. You know it is. And that's the one thing about it. Now, do you notice, Ron, you've been going to this. Of course, I went to them many years ago in a different life, as Cooksey knows. But
the excitement of being back and having it, Ron? Could you feel that excitement when you first walked into that building?
You know what? The big excitement was that people got a chance to see friends, reinforce relationships.
Oh, yeah.
And meeting new people. But there was a lot of electricity in the air in terms of being able to see each other for the first time in a year and a half. I have to tell you, we have a superstar that is really doing a great job for our video interviews, but talking about people that know Samantha, it's pretty unbelievable to just kind of follow and see, and that's what it's all about. And she loves just seeing her friends, her relationships in the tackle industry, and everything else.
We got some great pictures, So
Ron, let me add to that. I forget if it was 3 or 4 years ago was the first time I saw Samantha down here, and she was walking around with Ron, and she was just getting started, I guess, in all this, and now you see her around and everybody knows her and everybody wants to talk to her and
have her picture made with her. That's the thing about it. That's what I found. All right, we got to close out this.
Ron and I have to ask to take a picture with people.
No. Samantha's in there with some big names, and we got them all on LROutdoors.com. Ron took the picture. Samantha made the picture look good. So, okay. All right, let's take our first break. Samantha will be back later in the show as we close it out. Bill, we'll be back to you later in the show when we talk to Travis Thompson. But you folks hang on. Me and Ron are going to go through this, and we got some great guests coming up on Outdoors with Larry Ray from ICAST in Orlando, Florida.